Back with us here on Halftime Report. The brief recovery that came into the markets has been very swiftly sold into as we speak. The Nifty now back below 23,900. That briefly reached that 23,950 level as well. But now we are back down to 23,850. We need to keep an eye out on today's low, of course. 23,819 is that level to track. Remember, 23,800 is a very important level to watch out for on the downside for the index. Hero and Bajaj remain the top losers on the index along with BPCL. ONGC has joined the list of losers as well, now down 4%. But pull up Prudent Corporate Advisory Services. That stock is down 16% in today's trading session and is among the top losers within the broader markets. The stock has seen a very sharp move in the last 1 month as well. Was up almost 30% in the last 1 month before today's fall. Now it's down almost 20% as we speak. 21% fall now on Prudent Corporate. And on a year-to-date basis, that stock is up 150%. So some bit of profit booking that has been seen in today's trading session, and a very swift one at that. 21% lower is Prudent Corporate Services. But over to Manisha Gupta now for the Commodity Corner.
Well, thank you so much for that. I'm looking at, we are now inviting Mr. Prabhakar Rao, President of India Sugar and Bioenergy Manufacturers Association, joining us now. Mr. Rao, thank you so much for joining us. And I do remember speaking to you last week when you said that ISMA had written to the government to ensure that there is an increase in sugar MSP, something that has been long in asking. And the second thing is about the ethanol price revision, which we haven't seen coming, even as this is crushing time for the mills right now. So apart from ISMA, we also see other sugar associations, regional associations put out that request to the government, because now we are basically, the crushing season is upon us now. First of all, your sense on what is the status of crushing right now? Because we did believe that UP would have started crushing by now, Karnataka, Maharashtra by mid of November. What is that status to begin with?
Yeah, thank you, and good afternoon, Manisha. The crushing season in Maharashtra and Karnataka was planned to start from middle of November. But with these elections on 23rd in Maharashtra, probably there may be some delay in the start of the crushing. And the problem what you mentioned about the MSP fixation and the ethanol price fixation, these issues are also bothering the industry players. Where, as you know, there is a statutory obligations on the industry to pay the cane farmers in 14 days from the day they supply the cane to the factory. So with these uncertainties, the mills are worried on how to make the operations viable. Because, you know, the sugar prices have come down compared to last year because of the excessive buildup of closing stocks over and above the requirement of 2.5 months at the end of the season. We are now sitting on almost 30 lakh tons excess sugar stock. So the prices have fallen because of this excessive buildup of the closing stock. So the mills are a bit worried. This is what is happening in the industry.
Mr. Rao, you said that the sugar prices have seen a decline as compared to previous year. What were the prices last year? Where are they trending right now?
The average price last year around the same time was around 38, whereas this year the average price is around 35 and a half. So, but if you look at state-wise prices, there is a difference. Maharashtra and Karnataka, the prices are now ranging between 34 and 35, whereas in UP it is slightly higher, maybe 2 rupees higher, which has been historically so. So that's the situation now.
Mr. Rao, also, what is the cost of production right now? And we do understand that the minimum selling price is way below where the prices are trading right now as well. And what is the ask and calculation from the government in sense of minimum selling price?
Yeah. See, the cost of production of sugar is directly dependent on the FRP of the sugarcane. And the FRP of the sugarcane was enhanced by about 6% this year compared to last year. So while the sugar price has come down by more than 2 rupees, the FRP has increased by about 6%, which directly translates to enhancement of the cost of production by about 2.5 rupees per kg of sugar. So this is a big problem for the industry. The cost of production as calculated by ISMA and the Cooperative Federation together is upwards of 41 rupees a kg at the FRP, at the current FRP of 340 rupees per quintal of sugar. sugarcane.
Mr. Rao, the other thing has been about the ethanol price revision, and it should have come in by now. What do you think is leading to this delay?
Yeah, that's something which we are also pondering about. You see, I would like to explain to you the philosophical or the theoretical issue that is actually bothering the industry. See, the sugar industry is actually benefiting about estimated 50 lakh farmers who grow sugarcane. And these farmers, the industry delivers the FRP to the farmers. Almost 100% of the farmers get the benefit of the FRP by virtue of the sugar operations.
Right.
As a result, when the sugar cane price is revised upwards, the corresponding revision of the MSP for sugar and also the ethanol price would be the minimum expectation of the industry, because without that, how do we pay the farmers? And the amount is not a small money. It is estimated to be about 1.2 lakh crores for the sugar season. So if such a large amount without any government support is being delivered by the industry because of the excellent policy initiatives that came over in the last 5-6 years. Yeah, what we are now seeking is the continuation of the same policy that was brought by the government, which was very, very progressive. The government actually helped the industry 5-6 years ago when there was a crisis by fixing the MSP for sugar, so that the sugar industry is not exploited by the certain large consumers of sugar. So that was a very good move done by the government. At the time, there was a prices were going down, and government thought that MSP is the right way to stop that falling of the price of the sugar prices. Similarly, for ethanol, which was a very good program for environment, for making the industry pay the farmers on time, and also making the farmers.
But Mr. Rao, we get that, Mr. Rao, but would you say that this is an annual thing? You see an FRP increase, you also see a revision in ethanol, because you do understand that the cost of production has gone in. So what is leading the delay? Because I do understand that you've been having various conversations with the government on this. There have been letters sent. We've been talking about it for some time as well. Would you say before the crushing starts, at least in Maharashtra, Karnataka, we would see these numbers come out? And what would this delay really mean for the sugar as an industry? If it doesn't come in the next week, 10 days or 15 days, what does it mean for you as a segment?
There can be, again, a crisis for the industry like what it was 6-7 years ago, and the payments can get delayed to the farmers. There can be even defaults by some of the mills who are in kind of a borderline situation. So therefore, we expect the government to act, because government has only brought this policy in the past. Therefore, we are expecting and we are keenly urging the government to take these decisions as soon as possible.
All right, Mr. Rao, thank you so much for joining in. Manisha, thanks for joining in as well. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of Halftime Report. Business Lunch takes the action forward.